Welcome to Windsor Wonderland, the podcast about things that make you smile about living in Windsor, Ontario, and all the things that make you shake your head. Today, we're talking about power in Windsor, specifically those who have been led to believe they don't have any. There's a common myth across Canada that if you rent your home, you're politically weak or less invested than a homeowner, or that homeowners run the show because they're the ones who show up to vote. But the data from the 2022 Windsor election and the 2021 census tells a completely different story. Renters are actually a sleeping giant that could decide who sits in the mayor's chair and on city council. Unlike other elections in Canada, municipal elections are structured so that the entire city has a say in who becomes mayor. Because we don't have political parties in municipal elections, that's a myth to be dealt with in a different episode. We don't elect a party whose leader becomes mayor. We just elect the mayor directly. Very American, I know. Back to the numbers. Renters make up 37.5% of Windsor households, or roughly 35,000 households. Assuming 1.5 voters residing in those households on average, that's a 52,000 votes, 2,000 more than all the votes cast for all the candidates in the 2022 mayor's race. That election also had a very low voter turnout, so an organized group of renters wouldn't just participate, they would dominate. Someone will say, yeah, but renters are spread out too thinly across the city to achieve anything. Remember, it doesn't matter where you live when it comes to electing the mayor. But renters can dominate certain ward elections too. Not all of them, but the majority of them. 6 of the 10 wards or electoral districts in the city were elected by a plurality, which is fancy speak to say the winner received fewer votes than the combined total of all their opponents. Take Ward 3. 77% of the households in that area are renter households. The winner had a minuscule 1,075 votes, but the ward has 7,600 plus renter households. In Ward 4, the winning candidate got 1,285 votes, but there are more than 5,000 renter households in that ward. If all the renter households voted for a single candidate, that candidate would be elected in a landslide. There is a massive group of people in this city whose interests aren't being represented because they haven't used their collective political muscle yet. Renters are actually the most powerful voting group in Windsor. We just need to realize it. That political weakness we've bought into is an illusion. We aren't disadvantaged. We just haven't activated to see our own power. If those 35,000 households move in the same direction, Windsor changes overnight. See you next time in the Windsor Wonderland.
We're going for a walk in the Windsor Wonderland. Just look closer. Windsor Wonderland.